Your man Ben Bach. I'm out here again with this hope, this encouragement, and this motivation, guys. And look, guys, I'm so pumped up, geeked up, and super excited to share what I'm about to share with you guys today. And peep game, I actually shared this message yesterday, but my phone overheated and it cut off. So I'm about to bring it back to you guys live again today. So what I want to talk to you guys about, man, is about just dreaming that impossible dream, right? So it's just I remember listening to Bob Proctor. He said something deep to me before, and it's just I'm finally really starting to understand it. And he said there's 3 types of goals, right? He said the first is the one you know you could get, the second is the one you think you could get, and the third is the one that you really want, the one that you want to get, right? So it's just for me, it's just the goals that I knew I could accomplish. I know right now I could go apply to ShopRite and I'll get that job. Right now I know I could apply for another customer service job. I could get that. For me, the job that I thought, or the thing that I thought I could do, I remember back in the day, it's just after my undergrad degree or whatever, I was just yo, I want to go get this MBA degree. And just I didn't know that I would get in, but it's just I thought that I could make this work. If I worked just hard enough, I could get it done. And it's just the final goal is that one that you want. It's just yo, I've been telling you guys for years now, I want to be a motivational speaker, right? I want to be that person that just transforms lives. That's what I want. And it's just I've decided to go after what I want. And it's just and it's been so powerful for me, guys. And I remember there was a time where I was afraid to go do it. And just I stepped into myself, and it's just I'm out there getting it. So it's just look, I want to take you through that process. It's just yo, we are literally unstoppable when we can be, do, and have whatever it is that we want. We just got to go ahead and decide that we're going to go get it no matter what. And here's the thing, guys. It's just this is another thing Bob Proctor shared with me. It's just you don't need to know how you're going to accomplish your goal, right? You just need to know you're going to do it. If your why is big enough, the how becomes easy. And that's what we tend to do to ourselves. Sometimes when we have a goal or a dream and we say, yo, I want to go get that, we automatically ask ourselves how. We can't think of an answer, and then we quit, we give up, and we surrender. He's no. Decide that you're going to get it, and decide that you'll do whatever it takes to get it. And this is what I'm learning now. Once you make that decision and you focus on that decision every single day, day by day, you new ideas come to you, and slowly but surely you're going to hit that goal. So it's just what I wanted to talk to you guys about is breaking through your terror barrier. So if you could, for me, think about the thing that, Shamir, I see you. Think about the thing that you fear the most right now. You have your dream, you have your goal, you have that desire, but there's something blocking you, and sometimes that something is a fear. And for me, my biggest fear, guys, is just although I wanted to do it a lot, I was afraid of it. I was afraid of meeting new people and talking to new people. I understand my personality. I'm a people person, right? It's just I'm a high S. I like structure and stability and all that other stuff. But it's just what I hate, what I'm fearful of is rejection. Right? I'm afraid of rejection, guys. I'm afraid of rejection and failure. That's big for me. And it's just no, not rejection and failure, but rejection and not being accepted by other people. That's something that used to hurt me. Not harming relationships, not offending people. Those are the 2 things that really feared me the most. And those are the 2 things that I've overcome. And now, I feel like a beast. And this is how I overcame that fear, guys. I'm gonna share that with you. Cause look, once you overcome something that you fear, you start to realize how powerful you were. So it's just for the longest time, I could say 10 years back, it's just I've been a part of numerous businesses, and in business, everybody recruits, everybody needs to go out there and find business, find people who need and value their services. So it's just I was working in financial services and investments, and just I knew I needed to go out there and meet new people, build new connections, build new relationships, network and stuff like that. But I was always afraid to start a conversation or to finish a conversation. I was always thinking to myself, I'm not good at conversations, I'm not interested, I don't know how to hold a conversation. These are things that I had in my head about myself. And it's just it took me so long to get over that. But look, in July or June of this year, I was I've had it. I've had enough. And look, guys, there's 2 sources of 2 sources of motivation. There's inspiration and there's desperation. I was desperate to change my life. I was just F, whatever it's going to take, I'm going to go ahead and get it done. So what I did is I remember it clearly. It was probably a Saturday or Sunday. I was F this, I'm waking up and I'm going out there and I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna prospect 20 new people today. I'm gonna get 20 new names and numbers. If I have to talk to 100 people, I'm going to get it done, guys. And I remember that first day I went out there, I was on what's it called? It was like 18th and Chestnuts or like 16th and Chestnuts, right in front of the Liberty place. I got out of my car. The first person I saw, I went right up to him and I talked to him. I was like, hey, how you doing? My name is Ben. What's your name? Boom. He told me his name. I was just like, do you keep your options open when it comes to earning extra income? He was like, yeah, of course. He was like, what do you do? I was just like, huh? Like, so it's just like, I couldn't explain what I do. So he immediately just said, I'm good. And he just walked away. Like that hurt me a little bit, but I just like, I had in my mind, like, yo, I ain't going to get this done. So I walked into the Liberty place. The next person I saw, I went straight up to that person. And I was just like, I talked to him and it was just like, I was like, hey man, how you doing? My name is Ben. What's your name? He told me his name. I was just like, so what do you do in life? I asked a different question. He told me what he did. And then I got dumbfounded because I didn't know exactly what he did. And he ended up just walking away. So guys, like I did that over and over that day, that week. And it's just like, eventually, like I started to notice things about myself, started to notice things about other people, started to know how to approach people differently, asking the right questions and stuff like that. So now it's just like he's a part of who I am, just talking, walking up to people, walking up to strangers. Like I'm just so confident in who I am and what I have to achieve. And what I realized for people who are like me, that rejection is not your thing, or it's just like you don't like hurting other people's feelings, or you don't like harming relationships or being straight up front with people. It's just like, yo, like I struggled so much with telling people how I felt because I didn't want it to harm the relationship, or I didn't want them to get mad at me. Like literally, I care nothing about that right now. It's just like the truth must be spoken. And this is the truth that I found. Like the truth will set you free. Like what is fear? Fear is false evidence appearing real. So for the longest time, I had this false evidence that appeared real to me because of experiences that I had in my past. Like for some reason in my past, I felt as though I had experiences where I would walk up to somebody and I couldn't end the conversation. I would start talking to somebody and they would ignore me. Like I had all these horrible experiences when I was connecting with people, and that just started to make me feel as though I wasn't a good communicator. I wasn't charismatic or something like that. But this is how I got to that point in July. Like starting in March, it's just like every single day I would write down and say to myself every single day, guys, it's just like, I step up, set new standards, defy odds, and dominate. I'm an attractor of people. All I do is kick butt and take names. Like I love people. People love me. I'm an attractor of people. Like I would literally say that almost every single day, guys. But I didn't move into action until July, when I was just like, I had it. And just like, that's what it made. Like it took me 6 months to prepare, but I was prepared, guys. Like I knew everything that I needed to do. Like I was shifting that image in my mind. Like, yo, you are a beast. Yo, you are phenomenal. Yo, the people need to hear what you have to say. And it's just like, you will bring a light to people. And I had to tell myself that. And just like, once I finally started to do it, of course it wasn't easy at first, but I kept doing it. And then I realized, boom, like that